During a Senate committee hearing, Dr. Anthony Fauci was heard on a hot mic calling Senator Roger Marshall a moron. Replied Marshall, "Hey, what's that word mean?"
Pope Francis said this week that getting vaccinated against COVID is a moral obligation, especially since priests work so closely with kids. That wasn't an eye joke, I swear.
Delta Airlines said that this winter's COVID surge cost them more than $400 million in canceled flights after 8,000 employees caught coronavirus, which would never happen to Spirit Airlines employees. The U.S. government hit its debt limit on Thursday, and the country now risks defaulting on its bills. And look, we've all been there, you know. You spend too much because life's too short, then the bill comes due, the bank won't loan you money anymore, then you have no choice.
A recent report shows that Fox News host Tucker Carlson, seen here bragging about how big it is, has repeatedly pushed the theory that Democrats want to replace white people with minorities. But that doesn't even make sense because white people still exist. It's not like they suddenly turn into minorities, unless it's Halloween. Tucker Carlson's got a lot of nerve pushing these wild conspiracy theories, because if he thinks the government has a secret plot to help minorities, well, he must be smoking that crack the CIA secretly put in black neighborhoods.
Judge Brett Kavanaugh and Dr. Christine Blasey Ford appeared Thursday in front of the Senate Judiciary Committee in a classic debate of she said, he yelled. Based on his testimony, I guess Kavanaugh thought the hearing was about whether he was cool in high school.
We drank beer. I liked beer. Still like beer. I worked out with other guys at Tobin's house just to meet up and have some beers. Working out, lifting weights. We drank beer. We liked beer.
I gotta say, you're not really helping yourself in a drunken assault case when you yell about how much you like drinking and how strong you were at the time. In an effort to end his long-standing feud with Dwayne Johnson, Vin Diesel posted an open letter on Instagram. Of course, for Vin Diesel, an open letter is just a C.
A charter plane service in Las Vegas is offering people rides to nowhere so they can have sex in the air. Oh, fun, said a polar bear in 60-degree weather. These are some dark jokes, man.
This will get him back.
Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene revealed that her husband has filed for divorce after 27 years of marriage. He officially blamed irreconcilable differences for the split, while she blamed the Jews.
President Biden on Friday attended a formal ceremony welcoming Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson to the Supreme Court. Said Biden, "And where's Justice Ginsburg?"
Dennis Rodman is claiming that a letter he sent to his friend Kim Jong-un helped free American aid worker Kenneth Bae from a North Korean prison. The letter read simply, "Bae, free Bae, love Bae."
RadioShack announced that it will open for Black Friday sales at 8 a.m. on Thanksgiving Day. Great news for fans of RadioShack's most popular item, directions to Best Buy.
New research shows that before honeybees are killed by murder hornets, they scream a rally cry to other bees who sadly just film the attack on their phones. It's not real, guys.
It's bees. It was announced that for the first time ever, Disney parks will feature black Santa Clauses, unfortunately as part of the Villains Parade.
Election officials in Florida said their ballot machines overheated, causing mismatched results in the recount. Word? They overheated in 2018 with all this technology? I have a watch that can count every step I take and lets me watch porno on the treadmill for motivation. But your voting machines can't even handle a little recount? How come the IRS never has these problems? I would love to hear we didn't count your taxes this year because our abacus is busted again. They always make it so simple to pay taxes. Meanwhile, to vote, we got to physically line up on a Tuesday in November like we're getting meat rations in the 1930s.
A county in Florida became the first local government in the state's history to elect an all-LGBTQ government. For more on this, bring it up to your grandpa at Thanksgiving.
The Electoral College is voting on Monday, and it would take 37 members to change their vote to cost Donald Trump the election. That's right, only 37 people stand in the way of Civil Wars Episode 2. The only thing scarier to me than Donald Trump becoming president is Donald Trump not being allowed to become president. Taking the presidency away from Donald Trump now is like giving a monkey a machine gun and then trying to wrestle it back from him. At this point, all we can do is just pray that he can't figure out how it works, gets bored, and just puts it down and walks away.
I should point out that the Electoral College was first proposed by Alexander Hamilton as a check against a misguided popular vote. So it's pretty ironic that because of Hamilton, a black guy is getting recast as a white guy. A 7-year-old boy in Pennsylvania set a new world record by bouncing on a pogo stick over 2,000 times in a row. Said the boy's parents, "Open the schools." A high school principal has apologized for unsportsmanlike conduct of the school's football team after they beat another team 106-0. Apology accepted, said the Jets. It was reported that mothers in California are trying to pass on COVID vaccine antibodies to their children by making them smoothies with their breast milk. Oh, sure, but when I ask for that, I'm escorted out of Jamba Juice.
Smith College has become the first women's college to eliminate student debt by replacing loans with grants because the ladies should never have to pay. An 81-year-old pharmacist in Pennsylvania was arrested for allegedly trading drugs for sexual favors. Wow, so he's a pharmacist now. Oh, that's good.
The International Handball Federation's agreed to allow female players to wear bike shorts instead of bikini bottoms, but they're still insisting that refs use this whistle. More than 30,000 people were locked inside Shanghai Disneyland after one visitor tested positive for COVID. So let this be a lesson to all you kids out there. If you aren't more careful about COVID, you'll end up living at Disney World.
National Impotency Awareness Month began on Monday, and I, for one, thought it'd never come.
A TikTok went viral of a squirrel that appeared to be holding hands with a woman. See, it's like Che always says, gay marriage is a slippery slope.
A plastic surgeon posted a video on TikTok claiming that the rumor is true that the size of a person's nose has a direct connection to the size of his penis. Oh, so that's why Camilla's smiling.
President of the University of Pennsylvania has resigned after appearing to dodge questions about genocide during a congressional hearing on campus anti-Semitism. She will be replaced by literally anyone who knows you say genocide is bad. The whole crazy part is that the whole point during her speech was that free speech on campus should never be punished. And then she was immediately punished for her speech.
Next week, Lifetime will air their first Christmas movie featuring a sex scene. The sex scene will finally explain why Santa named that one reindeer Vixen. That's a weird name for a reindeer, man. A black man was arrested in Philadelphia after he went on a pro-Trump graffiti spree. He has been sentenced to spend the next 5 years with his auntie and uncle in Bel Air.
South Korea's parliament has voted to impeach President Park Geun-hye, the country's first female president, over a corruption scandal. You know, it's hard not to look at this story and think, that could have been us. Cool. Well, it's dress rehearsal. A woman on Long Island discovered a diamond ring inside of a glove while trying it on in a department store. And because it was Long Island, it was still attached to a finger.
Amazon has opened a new grocery store in Seattle that uses sensors and artificial intelligence that allows customers to buy products without going to a cashier. So not all the jobs are going to Mexico and China. Some of them are going to robots. Robots are even taking the jobs that we thought we'd never lose. Like laid-off factory workers became truck drivers because those trucks ain't gonna drive themselves. Well, guess what? In about 2 years, those trucks are gonna start driving themselves.
Well, this week, President Trump started building his wall, a wall between millions of Americans and their health care. The House voted to repeal and replace Obamacare, and many congressmen admitted they didn't even read the bill before voting on it. They're treating health care the way I treat an iTunes agreement. And I'm like, I'm sure it's fine. Then suddenly I'm dealing with a pre-existing condition like that U2 album they forced onto our phones. The bill was strongly opposed by the American Medical Association, the American Hospital Association, and the National Physicians Alliance, though it did receive a rare thumbs up from the Grim Reaper.
This picture of them celebrating is just so chilling. No minority can see all these old white dudes smiling and think, yeah, I think this is going to be great news for us. They look like they just invented sickle cell. The new Republican health bill would allow insurance companies to charge people higher premiums for 240 pre-existing conditions. For reference, here's what 240 pre-existing conditions looks like. Insurance companies even define pregnancy as a pre-existing condition, which baffles me because I have tried to convince a woman her pregnancy was a pre-existing condition, and it does not hold up. President Trump said he would be honored to meet with Kim Jong-un. I guess it's nice to know that World War III will start over who gets the last pork chop. Maybe Trump meeting with crazy dictators isn't such a bad thing. I mean, we finally have a president who speaks fluent maniac. That could be helpful. Like, the only person who could deal with my crazy Uncle Jeff is my crazier Uncle George. And
if there's one good thing about the pandemic, besides getting Chrissy Teigen out of our lives, it's... I'm relieved. It's that I was actually excited when I found out, we had to wear masks, because I figured, this sounds really crappy to say, but I figured less people would recognize me. But it didn't work because everyone can still recognize me from my eyes. You see someone who looks like he just woke up and hasn't slept in days. Well, guys like R. Kelly, the rule should be, if you want to listen to their music, you just have to admit that they're bad people.
Is it that hard to just stop listening to them all entirely?
Well, you don't listen to R. Kelly, but what if you found out the inventor of, hair gel got caught jerking it on a train, You can't use hair gel anymore.
It's a good point, actually.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, pretending these people never existed is maybe not the solution, The rule should be, you could appreciate their work, but only if you admit what they did. You could buy a Mustang, but you have to say, Henry Ford hated the Jews as you buckle it, The full sentence should be, Mark Wahlberg beat up an old Asian dude, and I would like 1 ticket to Daddy's Home 3, please. Because if it's that important to you, at least own it. I don't need to ever see a Kevin Spacey movie again. But if the CEO of Swisher Sweets turns out to be a cannibal, I can't just change my whole life, okay? So here's my plan, and hopefully you guys like it. Every time any of us listen to a song or watch a movie made by an accused serial predator, you have to give $1 to charity that helps sexual assault survivors. I've already donated $142, and that's just from the Ignition remix alone.
That is really nice, Pete. And
yeah, he was upset, but it doesn't take much. He was just mad that Chris Pratt isn't Italian, but he's playing Super Mario. Honestly, why all the anger at this Chris Pratt fella? He's a sweetheart. He's a lovely guy. I mean, what, you just make one bad movie and then people hate you? Is that true, Colin? Did people hate you after Tom and Jerry? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It was actually the perfect pandemic movie because it made sure there'd be no large gatherings in movie theaters.
Okay. Well, Pete,
wait. I'm not done. Bring up my dress again. I got one more. You ready? I look like Tilda Swinton on Casual Friday.
Pete Davidson, everyone.
But you know what's not sitting on the sidelines? the fashion. Striped parachute pants, plaid newsboy hat, fur trim cardigan, and fingerless driving gloves. She might not be driving a car, but she sure knows how to drive an episode down the field with these loops. By the way, that's look, but it's spelled L-E-W-K.
Thanks, man. I got it. Honestly, I just cannot believe that you just spent 10 straight hours watching Emily in Paris. You could have seen Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, one of the best quarterback duels in history.
Sure, watching football was the safe thing to do. That's what everyone expected me to do. But if I've learned anything from Emily, it's to follow my passions and always be true to myself. The French have a saying, parlez-vous français, which means, you do you, girl.
No, I'm pretty sure that just means, do you speak French?
I don't speak French, Colin, but thanks to Emily, I speak love.
Wow. A new study finds that regular use of marijuana may disrupt people's sleep. And what about releasing the results of your DNA test? Do you think that will come back to haunt you?
Well, you know what? I did the DNA test, and the test came back 100% bad idea. Who knew race science wasn't a good PR strategy? Lost that fight.
That's right.
Lost it.
But you still think that you can win?
Well, I know the battle I'm facing. Look, America, you will do everything you possibly can to not vote for a woman for president. All I am asking is that you let me be that woman.
Elizabeth Warren, everyone. Running.
Oh, yeah. Great. Everybody make room for good old Joe, the Amtrak masseuse. What a hero he is. Look, if I lose, I'm still going to be fighting in the U.S. Senate. And where will old Joe be? Sitting on Rehoboth Beach reading a Tom Clancy novel, picking saltwater taffy out of his veneers.
And on a serious note, Friday night, former President George H.W. Bush passed away. He was 94 years old. Our thoughts and condolences go out to his family and friends.
That's right. President Bush was famously a very warm and gracious man who always understood the power in being able to laugh at yourself. So take a look.
1,000 points of light still operating, coming in from all those areas. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
Daniel, George Bush here. I'm watching you do your impression of me, and I gotta say, it's nothing like me. Bears no resemblance. It's bad. It's bad.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. President. I think it's a fair impression.
Don't see it.
You know?
It's totally exaggerated. Not me, those crazy hand gestures. The pointing thing, I don't do them. And also, na, ga, da, never said it. In all my years of government service, I never once said na, ga, da.
But we can update Michael Che.
Colin Jost, good night.
The star of the show is the big meal, right? Of course, I'm a corn on the cob guy. You heard about this? Yeah. Seen this? I mean, I can't get enough of this stuff. But the Indians, they actually don't call it corn. They call it maize. As in, maize, I have a second helping?
Hey, Bruce, man, I don't like that one at all.
Hey, what's the matter, Michael? Too corny?
Hey, man, you're gonna have to please stop.
Hey, just 45 minutes left. By the way, thanks for helping out a fellow comic. It really means a lot to me.
I think we're pretty different, actually.
No.
Okay, Joe
Hermione
Biden.
Granger.
She's not real, buddy. Look, all these attacks on our family, Colin, are just distractions. The Dems know this primary's a disaster, and no one can beat our father in the general.
Don Jr., many in the media are speculating that calls made to a blocked number before and after your Trump Tower meeting were actually calls you made to your father.
You know, this may sound crazy, Colin, but the dishonest media is being dishonest. It's a high five, bud. All right, baby steps, buddy. Colin, as I've repeatedly said, I never spoke with my father about that harmless little meeting.
Okay, so you don't remember whose block number that was?
No.
I do. You said, Siri, call Dad.
No, I did not, Eric. And how could you possibly even remember that?
Because I have a pornographic memory.
But it's photographic memory, okay? And you don't.
Okay. Colin, Hope, now I have to say I'm a little surprised that you're here. I feel like I've never heard you speak.
No, you haven't, because I haven't. No, I never have, never had to. No one's ever pressed me on it. Like, the media's been so nice to me, like, insanely nice to me.
Yeah, why do you think they have been so nice to you?
Well, if I had to guess, I'd say because my hair and face are good. But you know what? Also, honestly, I tried to stay out of that whole arena because, communications at the White House is a mess.
I'm assuming you're not very happy with the job that President Biden is doing?
It's a disaster! Have you seen the border? If Joe Biden had his way, we'd let everyone in. From gauchos to banditos, from chicas to chamacas, from El Chapo to Del Taco.
I'm not sure that's true.
Well, I am. And now they want to put Kamala Harris in charge of the border. Sorry, Kamala Ding Dong, not on my watch.
That seems a little racist.
A little racist? Have you been listening to me? Colin, even as I watch our beautiful country get overrun by a gang of MS-13's angriest Mexican lesbians.
I have big plans, Colin. On Monday afternoon, I will take time out of my normal routine of pointing out the unrealistic parts of the new Planet of the Apes movie. And I'm going to drive down to Clayton, Georgia, a city within the exact path of totality. Once there, I will remove my clothes and anoint myself with the Georgia red clay. And then I will carefully place items around me that derive their power from the sun. A solar battery cell, a solar calculator, and 1,000 raisins. And then I will do a ritual dance in honor of the sun god Ra. And then, right before the eclipse, I will look up to our mighty sun and whisper, "Ravage me."
And this year, 47 million people will travel home for Thanksgiving. Here with his thoughts on going home for the holiday is Pete Davidson.
Hey, Colin, what up?
Hello, Pete. Now, you and I are both from Staten Island.
Yes.
And do you plan on going home for Thanksgiving?
No, I don't. It's not that I don't love my family. I do. But at this point, Thanksgiving dinner is just a bunch of old people asking me what Kate McKinnon is like. And I honestly don't know. She never talks to me. So. Plus, I feel like my hometown doesn't really like me.
Well, why wouldn't they like you? Everyone there is so nice.
Well, of course you'd say that. You're like the most popular person from there. This is how they write about Colin in our hometown newspaper, the Staten Island Advance. Colin Jost tees up. It's about 3 weeks till election, but you could never tell by Colin Jost's swing. And here's how they write about me. This is a review of a Weekend Update appearance I did. The best part about this one was his interaction with Colin Jost. No, it's seriously, it's crazy. Like, look at the picture they use of you, right? Now look at the picture they use of me.
Well, why do you think they don't like you, Pete?
I have no idea. I mean, if I had to guess, it's maybe something I said in an interview once, that I wished that when Hurricane Sandy hit Staten Island, it had finished the job.
Yeah, I remember that.
No, maybe I did cross the line, but like when a reporter from Staten Island wrote about it in the New York Post, here's what he said. Keep talking like that and you'll be sleeping with the fishes. That's a death threat. In a newspaper. Who does that? What are you, the Zodiac? And then he said, try taking a cue from your fellow SNL cast member, Colin Jost. He's also way better looking than you.
Well, I could see how what you said might make you more unpopular.
Well, it was just a joke. A serious joke. Like, you know, like when you're joking, but you mean it? But I don't even feel that way anymore. I'd be just as happy if there were no hurricane and Staten Island just fell into the sea.
Okay. Take it easy.
No, seriously, no. If Staten Island, if Staten Island is so desirable, then why is it free to get there? And no, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I know Staten Island isn't all heroin and racist cops. You know, it also has meth and racist firefighters.
I just want to say, what you're describing is not the Staten Island I know, Pete.
Well, because they love you, you know, like, because you represent what they could be. You know, a kid who got out. He went to Harvard, and now, apparently, according to People magazine, is the world's sexiest joke writer. And look, the reason Staten Island hates me is because I represent what they are. You know, a mentally ill community college dropout who got a Game of Thrones tattoo before watching the show. Dire wolves look dope.
Yeah.
I don't need to know what's going on. But no, hey, congrats on that sexiest thing, by the way. Relax.
Yeah.
Okay? Come on, relax. Let's be honest. The sexiest joke writer is a really specific category. Yeah, it's like being the world's smartest horse.
So I take it you're not going home for Thanksgiving?
No, I am.
Okay, maybe for the... Pete Davidson, everyone.
I say!
It was announced that Omarosa Manigault Newman was fired from her White House job, whatever the hell that was. My guess is Secretary of the Sunken Place. But Omarosa's firing did prompt this outcry of support from black women.
Oh, Angela. Bye, girl. Oh, bye. Angela. Truth be told, she's really a pariah in the African-American community.
I'm sure she'll be selling that story.
We'll see.
Well, yeah, she will. Bye, Felicia.
Man, when you get a bye Felicia from Robin Roberts, you know you suck.